Good evening and welcome back to Prime of Midlife. It is Tuesday evening. I managed a whole day at work this week. Well, today. This week, what am I talking about? So all is well. And this evening, I just wanted to pick up on a couple of things. Someone in the comments had said, could you talk about activities you can do, low cost activities you can do in the winter time? No, not really. Because I'm so rural. Now, Kathleen's what? Almost 30? So you're talking, say, 15 years ago. To take Kathleen to the cinema, I had to budget £40 for the two of us. So I dread to think what it is nowadays. Because by the time we'd travelled, you didn't travel just to go to the cinema, you had a meal out, you made a whole thing of it. Because the cinema was so expensive apart from anything else. So that wasn't something we could do. There wasn't anything here for us to do as an activity in the winter. So what we did was we did our own. We did quite a few movie marathons, and we would theme the food depending on the movie marathon. We put a blanket in the sitting room floor, and normally we would choose something that had maybe two or three, like we did Star Wars, we did Pirates of the Caribbean, things like that, where there was more than one movie. And we would just veg out for the whole afternoon and the evening. So we would do that. We would do baking. Kathleen's really quite good at baking cakes. We would do silly things like that because they're normally, as I say, it was so difficult to find something to do. When she was younger, Kathleen we tried various things. The main one that took was ice skating, which I'm sure you can imagine. We went through to the local ice rink. She loved it, kept doing it. And we moved to a bigger ice rink that would be there at 6 o'clock in the morning. It was an hour's drive away. That was fun. But she loved it, so we did it for as long as we could, which was only a couple of years because we couldn't afford to keep doing that. So yeah, low cost activities basically were things in the house for us. Because where we are, even if we go walking, it's not that we could walk to the shops or anything. One of the things we did do if we went through to the town was we'd do £5 each charity shop challenge. See who could get the best things for £5 each out the charity shop. She normally won because she just always got me books. It's just a thing, get me books, I'm happy. So yeah, that was Kathleen's thing. So yeah, it's one of those things because I know when I used to go and visit Patrick in London, he had a cinema within walking distance. Obviously, there was bars, there was restaurants, there was cafes, there was clubs, there was churches, there was community centres, all that within walking distance, which is not something that we have here. There is some community events going on, and certainly if you're in a community where they have events, I think we've got the bingo tea, I think someone started up a board games evening, anything like that. Go along and support it. Just to support them. Give them the support. Show that it's there because if they get the support, a lot of the times they'll get funding to enable them to do more. So, yeah, that's the sort of thing that we would do. Basically, because there wasn't any other option. What can I say? But just to continue that, you've probably seen it on Facebook. Excuse me. Someone said if you're doing dry January, don't avoid the pubs. Keep the pub trade going. Go and get your cup of coffee or get your breakfast roll or have a non-alcoholic drink, but don't deprive the pub trade of custom because they're struggling enough as it is. I know there was a report today, there's a whole lot more Wetherspoons are going on sale. There's a lot of places there's been a lot of reports about so many businesses closing So if you've got a local business run by local people, then see if you can support it. Um, that's basically my thing for today. Um, there's other stuff. I've started using my planner. I shall be making my first shopping order tomorrow. I have things written down on my shopping list. I have my optician's appointment on my monthly planner. I have things that I need to do on my notes page. I'm really quite organised, which I think is probably why I needed the planner, because I kept having these good intentions and I would put things on apps on my phone and I'd put other bits on other bits. um, but having the planner in my handbag, it means I do it at work. I do it if I'm even if I'm sitting in the car waiting on something, then I've got it there. And if I'm sitting in my chair, obviously it's beside me, so I can write things in it. So we will be doing our first order. I'm trying to plan the meal plan before we do that, so that's going to be fun. So I will keep you updated on that tomorrow. So I'm going to go and have a cup of tea as usual, and I will catch you later.